Okay, hello and welcome. Chris here, and in this short video I want to give you a demonstration, a live demo of exactly how Gold Digger works and how you can use it to find buyers, get cheap clicks, get free traffic and much more. So essentially in the next few minutes I'm just going to show you how Gold Digger works, give you a demonstration of the software, and at the end of it I believe you'll truly understand that if you're a Facebook advertiser you're going to want to get hold of Gold Digger. So the first example, the first demo I want to give you is how I can find several 100,000 possible buyers on a particular fan page, a particular interest that I could target. So the basic idea is that you can use Gold Digger to find buyer fan pages. And the idea behind this is that if you've got a particular niche, a particular market that you want to target, you can compare all of those fan pages and find which ones have got the most buyers on, and then target the ones that have got buyers. And of course, it makes sense that if there are buyers there, they might even buy what you're selling. So it's a very powerful concept. And in particular, it's very powerful if the products are similar to yours. For example, imagine if you had a dieting offer and you only wanted to advertise to people who had already paid for a similar dieting offer before. Okay, well, it sounds like a great idea, but the question is, how in any way would you predict this before you run your ad? Well, with Gold Digger, you can. So I've already preloaded this search up. But I'm just going to run it again just so you can see exactly how Gold Digger works. So I've got a list of fan pages that I've just typed in here, one per line as you can see. I can restrict the number of minimum fans that are required, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to click on the Find Pages button and you'll see that all of the pages I've entered have appeared here. So I can scroll through, I can click the X button and remove any that I don't like the look of. I can click the I button and just get a sort of general overview of the pages in question. And once I'm happy with those pages, I just click on Load Post. In fact, let me even just refresh this page, so I can actually just show you how quick the search term is and how quickly the response is with Facebook. So we just click on the Load Post button and you'll see that Gold Digger goes to work and begins grabbing all of the posts and the comments on those particular pages. You can see it's already pulled the data up. And what I want to show you here is, let me just select buyers. And by the way, if you want, you can just click on the mouse and then just hit up and down and it'll arrange by all of these columns. But the one I'm interested in right now is basically the buyer keywords. Let me just select that. And you'll see that the pages with the most buyers are essentially the Virgin Active pages, and one of the ones that's got the least buyers is this Spark People one, which is here. And the reason this is relevant is I know this because I'm actually a member of Virgin Active. They're basically a gym where you have to pay like £50, which is kind of like $80 a month, in order to be a member. So anyone who's on these two pages is, chances are, maybe not all of them, but quite a few of them are paying monthly in order to be a member of this particular gym. So, if we're selling a diet offer, we definitely want to get in front of these people. But then let's compare that with the Spark People page, which I'll just scroll down and hit the info button, and you'll actually see that these guys, their whole thing is that they provide the information 100% free, while other sites charge. So their whole positioning is that they're free. So fair enough, good for them. They've got 700,000 fans, but it doesn't look like they've got many buyers. And so if we're going to pay to advertise in front of these guys, we're probably not going to do as well as if we pay to advertise in front of the Virgin Active people, because they're buyers. And this is something that I know because I've done the research, but with Gold Digger it's something you can see from simply looking at this column, and Gold Digger will give it you in black and white. So that's the first thing that makes Gold Digger very special indeed. Next quick thing I want to show you is how you can use Gold Digger to come up with product ideas. So Gold Digger really gives you a very deep analysis of fan pages, a great understanding of them, and with that understanding comes the ability to basically come up with new ad ideas and new product ideas. In particular, you can use this information to come up with ideas for new digital products, ebooks, software, or of course t-shirts. And this is sort of pretty hot right now. People are basically making good money by promoting Teespring t-shirts to Facebook ads. And just I kind of don't want to go off topic too much, but just to give some background, Teespring is a website where you can sell t-shirts that you design for a commission. So if you sell a certain number of t-shirts, then you can make $10 or $100, $1,000, even more in some cases. And the reason I bring this up is because right now lots of people are doing very well with Teespring and Facebook ads. So it's kind of a hot topic, and I just wanted to include it because I just wanted to show how Gold Digger is sort of very focused on what's working right now. But the issue is, to profit with Teespring and Facebook, you need two components. Firstly, you need a fan page to target, an interest to target, and secondly, you need a slogan, a t-shirt, a catchphrase to put on that t-shirt that's going to, excite people within that particular market, and they're going to want to buy from you. So let me give you a demonstration of how Goal Digger can get you this kind of information. So I've already done the search. I'm not going to run the search again. You've seen how that works, but you can see that I've entered a number of pages here that relate to the Miami Heat sports team. And in case you're wondering, the reason that I've included these guys is because right now the Miami Heat are playing in the NBA Finals. So, if you're a Miami Heat fan, then you're really, really going to want to get behind the team right now. You'll buy anything that comes out that relates to the Miami Heat. You'll share the post with your friends. So right now it's a very, very hot topic, and if we can come up with a product, a t-shirt, or any other kind of product that ties in with that kind of hype that's going on and the pride that the fans have, then we can probably do quite well. In particular though, what I want to show you is this, basically the keyword column on the far right hand corner, and you can see, if I just click on show more, you can see that we've basically got a list of phrases that, these are like the most popular words that are used on the Miami Heat fan page right now, and you can see that we've got Heat, Miami, of course, the Spurs, which is who they're playing. LeBron James is one of their best players, win like. But one of the things that I can see here is that there's the word three-peat, which basically is a phrase that's used to describe if that particular team wins 3 championships in a row. So straight away I'm looking at some of these phrases and my eye is drawn to the word three-peat as something that we can basically put on a t-shirt and advertise to. And we know that 50 people in the last, well, it's really going to go back about probably 3 or 4 days at the moment. So in the last few days, a lot of people have used this phrase three-peat. And the kind of flip side of that's one way to approach it, is you put fan pages in and you just look and see which words are being used the most on those fan pages. But the opposite way to approach it is that we can describe our product with keywords, then check to see how many times those particular words are used in comments, and basically get a sense for if a particular page is going to fit with our product before we go live. And the way we do this is with something called the custom keyword section. So you can see I've got an idea of the kind of product I want to sell. I'm thinking of doing a Teespring t-shirt which has got either the word king or three-peat or peat on it. Let's have included, just because it's kind of a a get behind your team phrase, and so anyone that uses that is probably very excited by the team. Shoes, shirt, jersey, tee, sneakers, I've just included those because they're kind of fashion products, so anyone that includes those, mentions those, is probably going to want to buy a t-shirt. And if we look down the custom column, you'll see that of all these pages, the one really, or the two that kind of stand out in terms of the most reference for our page, for our keywords, is the Miami Heat page and the Miami Heat Fanatics. So those are 2 pages that I would want to target. The other pages that I've included here, which kind of relate to LeBron James, who's like a Miami Heat player, don't really include our custom keywords much. You see, we've got one reference there to King. We've got, not really much going on here. Another reference there, nothing special. But it's the pages that relate to Miami Heat that have got those references. So if I wanted to do like a t-shirt that targeted the Miami Heat fans and had the phrase like, let's keep calm and three-peat or something like that on it, then it would probably do very well targeting those Miami Heat fans. I can see there's a large number of people using those words. And of course the logic would apply here. If I was targeting like a diet offer or something, I'd want to put in, say I had like a creatine supplement, I'd want creatine supplement, build muscle, get strong, and I'd put basically words up here that describe the product, compare those numbers across all of the fan pages, and then use it to find out which particular fan pages are going to convert best for my offer. So that's the second thing. The third thing is that you can use Goal Digger to get free traffic with Facebook ads. So just to give you some context, with Facebook you can buy traffic, of course, with ads, which is probably why you're here. But you can also get bonus free traffic. So if people like, share, tag the friends or comment on your posts, then essentially they'll give you free traffic by referring it to their friends. And that's important because the more free traffic we get, the more money we're going to make from, without any additional ad spend. So what we want to do is to find pages, topics and fan pages where people are very likely to do that. Then they'll share our ad, giving us free clicks. And by the way, this is useful not just if you're a Facebook advertiser, but even if you've just got a fan page and you want to get free traffic in general. So here I've entered three terms that I know get a lot of likes and shares. I think this one here is interesting because it's kind of like a new TV show, and the only reason I knew about it is because I put it into Gold Digger and saw that the numbers were quite high, and it's probably of interest. Probably not that many people know about it. But yeah, basically, I've put in three pages here which get a lot of engagement and likes. So you can see Family Guy is the one that gets, the most likes, 56 million. Fast and Furious, obviously that's a TV show. Fast and Furious is a film, that's 45 million likes. Dwayne Johnson is like a professional wrestler slash actor, and you would probably think from looking at this that he's maybe the number three, and these two are the ones that are going to get the most interest, just purely off likes, which is what most people equate to engagement. But if I click on, for example, total engagement, you'll see that The Rock, Dwayne Johnson's page, blows away any of the other pages based on total engagement. And by the way, engagement is the average number of total likes, comments and shares per post. So on average, for each one of Dwayne Johnson's posts, he gets a ridiculous 700,000 likes. So whoever's in charge of his social media campaigns deserves a definite pat on the back. Likewise, the total number of people talking about the page blows everything else out of the water. The total number of people sharing, this is average shares per post, again it just blows everything else out of the water. But most people would just look at likes and assume that these two are the ones that people are most engaged in. But in actual fact, Dwayne Johnson, his posts are the ones that people are most interested in. So that could mean one of two things: either people like Dwayne Johnson a lot, and so if we can find a product of some kind that relates to his brand without of course infringing any trademarks, then we'll do very well. But the second thing it means is that for whatever reason, his posts, people are engaged in. So when people like stuff on Facebook, they're not just liking the person who put the post out, they're also liking the content that's been put out in the post. So that the other thing that we'll want to do is to go and actually look at his page, which of course we can do by clicking here, look at his page, try and understand it, and maybe try and feed some of that information back into the kind of post that we do. So, that's just another example of how you can use Gold Digger to find pages and posts and content that gets a lot of engagement so that we can replicate some of what works and use it to get free traffic on Facebook. The other thing that Gold Digger lets you do is it lets you get more clicks and a higher click-through rate, which means cheaper clicks. Now, to give some background, Facebook, of course, wants your ads to be relevant, and relevance is really about clicks on your ad, which is measured as CTR, click-through rate. And that's important for a few reasons. One reason, though, is that the more clicks we get, the less that we pay for each click. And the best way to get clicks is by understanding what a particular audience or fan page likes and giving it to them. But of course the issue with this, if you're entering a market for the first time, you probably don't know what a fan page is most interested in. Well, the cool thing is that Gold Digger lets you see what people on a fan page are talking about right now. Then all we do is we simply use some of these words within our ad, and this of course ensures that our ad is relevant and it's going to get as many clicks as possible. So here what I've done is I've entered a new search, which is for two particular fan pages that you probably don't know too much about. There's only one that I know really anything about. The first one is Wholesale Deals UK, which is like a wholesaler. So you can kind of go to these guys and get products and then sell them on to other people. And the second one is a music creation software. So chances are you probably don't know a huge amount about either one of these. But what's cool is, again, if we look at these idea keywords, which are the words that people are using the most on a particular page, you'll see that we've got all these technical terms that you probably wouldn't think about. So retail, okay, so I suppose in this case it's that people want to take the products and then sell them on and retail them. Minimum, I guess that's like a minimum number of products that you have to purchase. That seems to be a key issue here. order, well, wholesale, those make sense. Units again, so this I guess ties in with the minimum thing. Men's trainers, I guess that's a particular popular product. Wireless. I don't know what some of these other ones are, maybe the brands, but you can kind of get the idea here from just glancing at this of some of the words and some of the phrases that seem to be big in this particular market. Likewise, if I click on this one, which is the music creation software, you'll see that Studio, Make, presumably is Make Beats, Make Music, Mixer, Tracks, Project. These are sort of also quite technical terms that relate to the music production aspect of things. So in both of these cases, without understanding anything in the market, we can kind of use some of these words, parrot them back into our ads, and not just on a superficial level, by the way, stick them in cynically without understanding what they mean, but maybe go away afterwards, do some more research, and use this data to try and get a more informed sense of what the market wants. And this is not just, again, this is not intended to be some sort of cynical trick. This is intended to be a way to understand a particular market and to serve that market better, to be relevant to the market, to give it what it wants, and that of course is only a good thing. So hopefully I've walked through some very cool features there of Goal Digger, and you've got a sense of the many applications and the power of the software just based on those those demonstrations. But there's lots of other cool things that the Goal Digger has got. The first thing is that it is fully Facebook compliant. So this has been an issue recently. People have been doing some things that Facebook doesn't like, using custom audiences and user IDs and that kind of stuff. And essentially, I think what Goal Digger is about is it allows you to have very, very powerful campaigns, and and campaigns that have got a very deep understanding of a particular market. But you essentially do it using the the typical Facebook ads like-based, interest-based system. So it's completely within Facebook's ecosystem. We use the API, we use the same kind of calls, the same kind of technology to a lot of big corporate companies that serve, big Fortune 500 type clients. So it's very, very compliant, but at the same time it's very powerful, and it gives you a completely new way to think about Facebook ads. Of course, it's a unique software, and I think it's something that any Facebook advertiser will want. Really cool. It works not just on PC and Mac like a lot of softwares, but it will even work on your tablet or your phone. So if you're the kind of person that likes to, sit next to your spouse in bed at 2 o'clock in the morning and do some work on your iPad, while you can do this, you can just load Goal Digger up. It'll look great in your iPad. It'll even run on iPhone, Android phones. It'll basically run on anything with a browser because it's browser based. There's also complete training and support included. This is not a project that we've just chucked out and we're trying to make a quick buck from. We're trying to build a brand here. And if you know me, you know that I've been online for a while. I've built reputations in previous markets I'm involved with, and so I'm very, very excited to be in the long run for this one. And following on from that, there are lifetime updates. There are more features planned. In the last week or so, we've rolled out a lot of new stuff and a lot of new additions, and that will continue in the coming weeks as well. So, it's a one-time payment, but it's a long-term project and something you'll continue to benefit from as a member, because you've paid once, but because you've come in early and taken advantage, you'll be able to take advantage forever. But all of this comes with a catch, and that's that this is a one-time discount. It's limited in terms of the price, and once the price goes up, it's not coming back down. Again, if you know me, you know that when I say that, I do stick to it. So it's a very very real condition that if you see all of this and you think it's going to be of value to you as a Facebook advertiser, or even more generally just as an internet marketer, then I strongly recommend you take advantage now while the price is the lowest it's going to ever be. So thanks for watching. Hopefully this has informed your decision, and I look forward to seeing you in the members area.